Welcome back, folks. You can probably realise no fishing today, no fishing at all. If you're not interested, turn off, watch something else. But today we're actually making what I used to do this time of the year. Turn these lovely bunches of grapes, Shiraz, into this. I'm just going to be showing you bits and pieces. It's going to take a few weeks, but I'll try and condense it into the one movie. Anyway, chin up and see if I can survive the night. Salud. Oh yeah. Long afternoon. It's going to be a long night. Right, so the first thing we'll do, we put the grapes into the hopper. I've got about 200 kilos here, which will probably, I'll end up probably making about 120 litres of finished product. So it's a big job, and I'm going to be busy. Every now and then I might go in front of the camera and just keep up to date what I'm doing. So I put into the stainless steel hopper, turn this mechanism, that will crush the grapes, and it goes down into this mesh here. So what I do now is sieve it, get rid of all the stems. You don't want the stems in the fermentation, and all the berries and juice end up into this big container. It's down here. Put the sieve in here. That's how the juice looks. Doesn't look very appetizing. Called a hydrometer will tell me roughly how much sugar is in the mix. Can't see it, but it's hitting about 14.5% potential alcohol. So it's the sugar that gets converted to alcohol. So the more sweet it is, the more strong it's going to get. Another little measurement I use is a pH digital meter reading, and that determines or tells me how much acidity is in the juice. So I'll just put this in the mixture, stir it around a bit, just wait a couple of minutes. Right, so I measured the acidity. It looks like I might need just a little bit, and I usually add in some of this tartaric acid, which is a natural compound already found in fruits, but you put it in there and it helps the wine preserve and also balances out the flavours, the sugars and the alcohol. Look at that. Just imagine this here, in about 4 weeks' time, will be drinkable wine. After that, I'm all happy it's all done. I'll put them into this big fermentation tank. So a bit of fly fishing. Have it. That's the finished crushing for the night. Everything's all cleaned up. I'm just managing to have my last piece for the night. So that's it. Just wait for tomorrow. Start the fermentation. Tough night. Just show you now, I've already mixed in all those ingredients, and you can see that overnight the juice is starting to turn red. As I said before, you get the colour from the skins, so good soaking overnight has definitely started to leak out those good colours. So it looks like it's going to be a really good wine. Right, so we're going to start the fermentation. We're going to add in some yeast nutrient. Nice stir. Pour it in. Right, next job, which is very exciting, is getting the yeast inoculated. Special wine yeast. Got all the instructions there. I'll show you what we're going to do. Just slowly put the yeast in. And just let it sit for probably 20 minutes. So that's 10 minutes into this. Right, so it's been about half an hour. The yeast has definitely grown. It's bubbling around already. To put it into the must. So just slowly just sit there to acclimatise. Push it down a bit and slowly let the juice go in. Right, now we do cover it up, check up on it in about 10 hours time. So it's day 2 since we added the yeast, and you can see what's happened. I'll just show you on the rim here. Everything has just lifted up. Put my hand here, I feel a lot of heat. So what needs to be done now, we need to push this down. This is called plunging the cap. What I've got is this little PVC pipe, well not little, use this and we just push it down. Okay. There you go, look at that. And that's all the wine, all the bubbles coming up because all the gases have been released. It's a byproduct of fermentation, carbon dioxide. So you don't want to put your nose in that for too long because you will go a bit wobbly in the head or you might even pass out, so you got to be careful. So you got to do that. So the juice is in contact with the skins at all times. You want to extract as much flavour and colours out of the skins and the seeds as possible. So you need to do this at least 3 times a day. Right, so you can see the difference already as I'm plunging it. You can just see the cap. See, it's about that thick. It's actually quite thicker. Yeah, that's quite dry, and you want to push it down, make it all wet. Look at that colour. That's pure wine juice or grape juice. It's definitely starting to really look like wine. Look at that bubbling. I'm just going to do an analysis on the sugar and the temperature. Anyway, so I'm just about done doing the main thing. What I need to do now is squeeze this, and I'll show you that soon. Put some wood planks here and build it up. I think it's time for another beer. Glass of wine. Right, so put in our wood planks. There. There we go. Just make sure that's all lined up. So this is the actual press mechanism. It's quite heavy. I can handle it. So that's, I mean, you can get bigger apparatus. This is just suitable for probably around 100 to 120 litre capacity. Basically what we do, you just screw it on. Right. And as you screwed, this here works on the thread, and it's slowly pushing all those wood planks into the juice. About an hour or so to really squeeze every last drop out. You don't want to waste that precious juice coming out now. As you can see, it's squeezing. Next job. Lovely. And we just go for a walk. We go around and around. When it gets really tight, you got these cogs here, they go up and down, and you don't need to move all the way around, and that's still squeezing it very, very gently. Gently is best because you don't get all those harsh flavours coming out. Slowly, juice is starting to spit out. The stove's there, the wine's coming out. So I just fluff it up a bit. I'll just show you. Basically it's all dried skins and seeds. I mean, there's not much juice in here at all. It is damp. I don't expect to get too much more out of this, but might as well do it. Alright, so what we're doing is just pour them into the containers here. Lovely wine. Right, so it's been about 3 weeks since the fermentation has finished, and it's now time to taste it. It's gone quite clear, it's nice and red. It still smells of a fermentation, but it's got some good fruit coming through, and here we go. Very nice, nice and clean, fruity, great. Got a smooth drop. Anyway, so that's it for me. I'll try and put a fishing movie up after this one, but I'll be away for a couple of weeks. Nothing too serious, I've got some family issues to attend to, but anyway, until next time, we'll see you next time. Thanks mate.